Welcome back, tribe. It's Mr. Hall here again, master healer, founder, artist, leader, mentor, spiritual guide, many different labels. Reality is still catching up to define me. Not so important. What's important is I want to give you a second to receive a channeled message, okay, and possibly gain some insight into what's going on specifically in your situation collectively, okay? It is a collective reading, timeless. So just take the messages that fit and leave what does not, okay? If they don't fit specifically now, the logic will catch up to the sense. Let's put it that way. I'm picking that up. So if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, or posts or messages, then I'll reiterate that as soon as I begin the video, I begin to channel. And something that I picked up, of course, is as soon as I began the video, is something essential is happening in the way that you are perceiving linear movement forward and or logic, okay? So I'll break the video down into practical everyday things, and then we'll get messages from the ancestors, okay? Shifting from 3D to 4D, and then entering into the fourth dimension of lucidity and awareness with interdimensional messages coming up as well, okay? And on this channel, we practice omnism and animism, okay? So every religion is included, every type of person and individual is included, bits and pieces from everywhere, and also different practices that may be significant for someone, practicus. You may have heard this, you may have channeled this, okay? You may have dreamt this. This may have been something that's coming to your mind now through my vocalization to you. Either way, we practice animism, omnism, and are inclusive. So you're welcome here, tribe. Now, as long as we have good intentions, you should be fine. Otherwise, well, lessons will be learned. But so, what I see in the recent past so far, as soon as I split the psychic tarot deck, was that you have some obstacles and challenges, or have had some obstacles and challenges, and you had to make some major changes with the 5 being there. 5 may be significant, could be a birth month, birth year, in relation to your zodiac sign, possibly something going on in your 5th house, number of days, number of weeks, if you had a question in your mind. Okay, when you watch these videos, it's best for you to empty your mind, get into a relaxive state, all right, and watch till the end, because a message may hit right at the end, or in the middle of, and or all collectively give you a bigger picture of the insight that you need spiritually, okay? Practically, energetically, emotionally, mentally, right? So I'm also picking up that you've cleansed your energy, and whatever type of energy work you've done recently has been very helpful for you. It's definitely opened up, I want to say a portal, but this is what's coming to my mind, but the portal word is not specifically descriptive enough. You've opened up a new dimension, a new mentality, right? With this logic, circling back to what I mentioned previously, you've opened up some new form of logic for yourself. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So it looks like what's going on in your energy right now is in relation to this shift in logic that you've had. There's some changes as well coming to and or you reaching this foundational and achievements, okay? Foundation and achievements. You're reaching some type of achievement, something about cheese that may also be very significant, okay? Someone may have just eaten cheese, someone may have a real affinity towards cheese, okay, or dairy, or have an aversion to it. You find out where you fit on that spectrum, okay? And or something about the history of cheese. Okay, take the messages I'm just channeling for you. So some foundational achievement is being reached, okay? You found the pathway to overcome those obstacles from the past that may have been projected or that you were projecting onto yourself, to really be able to reach this stability, this happy home life. I'm picking up the American dream and how the ideal of the American dream has changed, okay? So you're finding your own freedom, your own dream, okay? In the recent past, that may have been the shift and the change that you needed to get here, where you have movement, choices, and decisions to make collectively, right? Are we focusing on finances? Are we focusing on love? Are we focusing on health and wealth? Are we focusing on higher aspirations outside of the everyday linear or standard narratives, right? And you're finding yourself in balance with all of these aspects that matter holistically, okay? I'm also picking up occupational therapy. So some of you may be in the medical field, some of you may have some type of pathology that you're practicing or beginning to practice and maybe leaning towards that with health, okay? Either way, this vegetation is definitely calling out to me, right? Something may be reaching out to you as well, okay? Something, so you may be expecting some information that's going to help with this movement, this choice, and this decision, all right? And when I say this, what I'm channeling as well, what I'm picking up, is that you're creating your own luck. This is what's coming to me. You're creating your own luck. You are creating the space. You are creating this shift and change around you. And it may feel pretty magical to you because I see the rainbow emphasis twice. Okay, rainbow here, rainbow here. So it looks like you've come out of some storm that has led you now into this peace and prosperous time. Even if you're not specifically there yet, this is what's to come. Okay, the winds of change I'm picking up as well. And in the near future, I see you in power, stepping into your power with the abundance symbol here. So whatever you are defining as abundance, it's going to reach you. You're going to reach it. You guys are going to love each other, yourself. It can be your higher self. It can be an external factor. It can be you finding your dream job, right? But you're stepping into your power and honoring that, honoring your inner truths, honoring your inner knowing, allowing yourself to be fully expressed, not just the shiny side of the external, but also honoring your inner depths, that beast within, okay? That drive, that willpower that you have to move forward. I'm picking up a very masculine energy from this, so you may be stepping into your masculine energy, which is your root chakra, which, you're stepping out of fear. You're stepping out of anything that makes you feel unsafe, stepping into the safety of knowing and not being afraid of your own power. You're moving forward, okay? And simultaneously, if you look at this card, you see an individual that is half beast, half man, right? And generally purple or violet would be associated with the higher inclinations of thinking, emotion, higher vibration, and it's on the side with the beast, right? And then we have this safety on the side of the individual, the Homo sapien, with this root chakra, right? So almost an inversion, right? From the colors and their attributes and meanings energetically, okay? If you look into color therapy, that may be significant as well. But either way, the inversion of the colors on the aspects of the internal and external aspects of the human self, the psyche, all the emotions that go into being a person, okay? So this inversion is creating a blend, and I pick up this rainbow symbolism. Some people in this collective may identify as, some of the tribe may identify as LGBTQ or some changes around that. You may be opening up to this or understanding yourself in that way or understanding others in that way. And through this understanding, you're linking and being interconnected to other opportunities for movement and change. Okay. What I wanted to get to with this power card was that with this inversion of colors, and the self and the aspects of the self, you are creating this plethora of colors. I'm picking up a prism, okay? Pink Floyd may be significant. I'm also picking up diamonds. I'm also picking up triangles, okay? So that may be very significant for alchemical purposes if you're practicing any type of witchcraft or alchemy, okay? Inner alchemy, okay? Energetic alchemy, media alchemy, either way. So we have 4, 2, and 8. That may be significant. Okay, 82, 42, 24, 28. All right. 4, 2, 8. You may be seeing 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 8, 8, 8. Those are also confirmations and signifiers for you. Now, I'll get some clarifications on these foundations and achievements, movements and choices from the Hermetic Tarot deck. Okay. All right, the Emperor. So also with the Emperor reverse, me showing the image of the deck this way, I'm picking up that your idea around power for yourself and others, and the powers that be wherever you are in the world, whatever country you're in or culture, those power dynamics are shifting. Okay, and you're finding yourself having your own power and not needing to rely so much on external resources or external or overextending yourself. Okay, or overextending yourself to things outside of you. You're really finding this power and willpower to be within. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you're coming home. I like that first card that came out for the recent past in relation to the achievements. Okay. Spirit, what's the next card? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So it seems, okay, let me give the last card and then I'll give you the specific message. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Definitely. So what I'm picking up, there may have been some changes around the way that you saw what you consider a foundational achievement, let's say getting a degree or following some path of getting a home, this American dream, like I mentioned earlier. And it's being clarified by the High Priestess card. What I'm seeing happening is that you are taking root in your spiritual gifts, your ancestral gifts, your energetic and creative gifts, you taking power in being all-knowing, all-seeing in a non-egoic way, right? Because in the near future, we have, or in the current, we have the Hierophant, which is the partner or counterpart card for the High Priestess, right? The Princess of the Silver Star and the Magus of Eternal Gods, a real divine balance between the masculine and feminine energies, no genders, but as far as expression of energy. So you are now, and this came out reverse, clarifying these movement choices and decisions, right? You are now stepping into this receptive place, and I did mention earlier where it seems that you're waiting for something to reach out to you naturally, organically. You're stepping out in current place right now. You are removing this action-oriented nature and being receptive to what comes to you, okay? You're allowing the information to come to you. You're allowing yourself to be in this place of having and honoring this High Priestess energy, this all-knowing energy, despite what's happening externally and around the world. You're stepping into this place of allowing the decisions and the choices and movements you need to make, quote unquote, need to make, okay? You're understanding that you are attracting just by being. You're understanding that you're using this, possibly the law of attraction is significant for you, okay? You are using your awareness that has been foundationally rooted, and you're seeing it as an achievement for yourself, which is amazing, right? You're using that energy to really attract in what's going to work for you. And if I look further at the card, it looks like you're being stubborn about this as well, okay? There may be, with these horns here, okay, so being stubborn as a bull is coming to mind, and or bull's eye, as we see the symbol for the sun being there. And there are many layers to this. You may want to look into the Hermetic sciences. That may be something that's calling to you. This is confirmation for you. And again, with that triangle as well, and this stubborn foundation, okay, at the base of the triangle, if we look, and there's two triangles within one. So really multi-layered and being very solid, and again stubborn in this energy of understanding your High Priestess energy, okay? So your masculine energy is taking a back seat. You're stepping into this High Priestess energy and really attracting in everything that you want. And then we do see the symbolism for Lucifer, the devil, different terms of this symbolism here, the reversed star with the two horns again. So there may be a significant Capricorn, Taurus, any horned sign or symbolism may be very significant to you, okay? In the Western world, I'm picking up Texas for some reason as well. Wherever there are any horned animals like goats or any species that have horns, you are possibly connecting with those energies as well. And this is not to be referenced in a negative light or an evil light. This is to be referenced in a space of understanding and honoring this power that we're just speaking of, that you're tapping into in the near future, where you are holding your ground, right? You are really defending yourself and your beliefs. You are trusting yourself. And this is a new shift for you, okay? And we also have the symbolism here. I'm also picking up the Olympics, similar to this symbolism here, okay, with 3 rings all conjoining together. So really taking from all the elements of everything that you are and allowing yourself to receive, even in a world, society, or place that is telling you to push forward, right? You're really taking this time out to go against the grain and not follow the crowd. And you're being celebrated for this. And this is being confirmed. So confirmation for you, okay? You're being celebrated for stepping into your inner knowing, your power, and understanding through the wisdom that you've gained, okay? I'm picking up the number 2 as well. So another change. So 42 coming out again. You may have been seeing 222, 22, 42, okay? 4, and 24. So that can be an age, that can be a birth date, that can be a male number, that can be 24 hours in the Gregorian calendar or the way we measure time. So either way, confirmation, you are moving forward in receptivity, okay? Not pressing forward. That's where you are now. And in the near future, you're going to find power, right? And we have the Lord of Sorrows with the 3 of Swords, right? So some information that is going to bring balance. It may feel sorrowful, or you may feel that you need to release something. But what I'm picking up from the card, okay, is that you're bringing down some type of power. You're bringing down or dispersing some type of power. There possibly was a collaboration from a power group or a group of individuals that was attempting to silence you, have you in this place of sorrow, but your power is coming from the transmutation of what should have been perceived sorrow. It's no longer impacting you. You're vibrating too high. I'm picking up you are understanding your truth and being so foundationally solid. Something about swallow as well. So you may have eaten something that there may have been something given to you under the intention to distract or disrupt your energy, your frequency, but it didn't work. And I'm picking up that you are so solid in your power, because if we look, what I pick up is the specific sword going straight into the divisioning or dividing line that's actually connecting both aspects of yourself for you to be in this power. So what I'm seeing is the truth is your power. You are the power, is the truth that I'm picking up, and your awareness of this is leading you to even further make the correct decision and choice for you, okay? Depending on where you are in the collective. And you honoring this is really allowing that to show. And the more that you allow yourself to accept yourself, right? Really address the nakedness of who you are, becoming real with yourself, I'd say. This is allowing a transformation to take place, and you harnessing those energies that were being projected at you, you're able to transmute them now, okay? I'm picking up the energy of swallowing those energies whole. That may be another reference and confirmation for someone. So then we had 3 more cards came up, and I'll clarify these further. So it looks like you really went into a deep dive. So we'll place this in the recent past, this 5 of Cups reverse, which is the Lord of loss and pleasure, right? So it looks like with this sorrow, with this loss, you've become the Lord of transmutation. You've become the Lord of alchemizing energies that may have been sent to you to destruct you, and it looks like you're not. And confirmation, what popped up on my screen is the word hooray. Okay, so you may have gotten a point, a spiritual ascension. You may have gone up a notch in your consciousness and awareness, okay? You've taken this Lord of power, this Lord of sorrow, right? This Lord of loss and pleasure, okay? With the Scorpio energy, you've done a rebirth, okay? You've gone through some type of rebirth through the way that you have understood these communications to come in, all right? And then we had the Empress. Okay, so you're currently in this Empress energy, all right? For the current energies, Libra and the scales may be significant, as well as you see these pentacles, okay? The 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're in a divine abundance. You're sitting in some type of divine abundance energy, even if your finances fiscally and or practically are not specifically where you want them. Your energy is radiating this Empress energy, which is the daughter of the mighty ones, right? So the divine feminine energy, you are a collective of all the, in the traditional tarot, the Empress represents the collective feminine energy from all the suits of the tarot, okay? From the Queen of Wands to, okay. And as I mentioned, the Queen of Wands spoke to me, okay? what I'm picking up is you in the near future are embracing this Queen of Wands energy, okay? You're embracing this fierce energy. I'm picking up the energy of Sasha Fierce or Beyonce, right? Just to personify and give you imagery of what I see. But I see a feminine energy taking on the masculine energy, which would be, you know, a fire feminine would be one of the most masculine representations of the feminine energy, right? Very action oriented, very to the point, and not really waiting to think, taking action, because you've gotten the signal, you've gotten the clarification, and you're moving forward, and you're being determined and passionate about what you love, and being bullheaded in a way, knowing that you have greater forces and powers and assistance within you, specifically from within you, and also that you have overcame, okay? So you're really stepping into this power over this sorrowful energy that was being projected onto you. You're currently in this Empress energy, okay? Really tapping into understanding your best next step will be to remain receptive to the options that come to you, and you will have the discernment to choose as you have this High Priestess energy that has become a foundation for you, okay? As you overcome the Lord of loss and pleasure, right? You overcame possibly some type of addiction, possibly some type of negative mindset, possibly some type of external validation need. You've overcome this, and now that you've moved forward, you're stepping into your power, okay? So this is what's going on practically. I also pull from the Karma cards, okay, to get a little bit more insight. All right, so it looks like you definitely in the recent past overcame some type of emotional loss that was supposed to ruin your foundation and your achievements, and you stepped into, notice that we have 1, 2, 3, okay, we have 3 major arcana cards. Okay, so these are big shifts, big changes. I'm speaking of them lightly, but these were huge things that were metamorphosized, astronomical for you, okay? But you really tapped in and did something, and your dream is going to be coming true. If you want a family, if you want a business, if you want whatever you find as achievement and success, it's coming to you, it's yours, and it's been guaranteed because you have worked with and dominated your shadow self, your light self, and integrated them both, okay? It feels very powerful. All right, and I'm picking up shapeshifter energy in the near future. We have fire signs, Aries and Pisces as well. Those may be significant, and be expecting some confirmation. Be expecting some type of direct communication about your power. Okay, something reminding you of your power as well. Excuse me, and a release, that spiritual burp if you're unfamiliar with it. And so look, Mars, as soon as I split the deck, you're really embodying this balance of receptivity and action, okay? And action not being literal movement, literal taking steps, but even in your thought processes, even in the way that you are speaking and casting spells with your words, okay? You have activated a new gift, I'm picking up, a new way to see, a new way to express yourself. Right, look, we have Mars and Venus, the planet representing divine feminine energy, love, and then Mars, the planet of war and action, literally as I split the deck. This is what I'm seeing throughout this whole practical portion of the reading, okay? You really finding this balance and being able to attract in with energy what is you want, what you want to manifest, and it's coming up pretty clear. Okay, let's get the last clarifiers for the physical practical portion of the 3D, what's going on the 3D, but really stepping into your High Priestess energy, owning it. You're in your Empress energy right now, and entering this Queen of Wands energy where you are taking action once you have clearly gotten that communication that you may have been expecting. Okay, and then we have Virgo, so Virgos may be significant as well. We also have the moon, so again, more Pisces energy. So yeah, you really defending your peace with what you define as pure, right? Not taking on any demonic or not taking on any labels of what is being demonized within culture, society, yourself, the world, right? You're finding the balance and what works for you, all right? So nice. All right, and then we have the 6th house. So really stepping into something as a full-time job, really stepping into some type of creative work possibly, and or these vegetables coming out as well, really working on something that's going to be sustainable. I'm picking up some type of humanitarian goals, some type of Health goal, okay. Let's get a planet spirit. Let's see. Oh, okay. So South Node. Okay. So you're being guided to remember, spiritually, you're being guided to remember the serving of others as a full-time job. So you filling your own cup emotionally, as that seems to have been the most struggle that you faced in the past that was coming out. Anything else? Struggle with your emotions and possibly your way of thinking. Those may have been the two big struggles that you were holding on to possibly, or that were Trent, the name Trent, trumpet. So something about sounding an alarm as well. Spiritually, your ancestors may have done that for you, or you had your own wake-up call. This may have been intense. Okay, now you were previously in your South Node. Okay, and you're being guided to remember spiritually the serving of others as a full-time job, right? How are you serving others? Through serving yourself is what I'm picking up, okay? How does your goals for yourself lead into, and I'm picking up echo out into society, culture, and more, okay? How, and I bring this up because what I'm seeing is, as you echo out and vibrate out and expand out, that will be reflected back to you as well. So you having a healthy balance of being selfish while also keeping in mind serving others is a full-time job that deserves recognition, that deserves reward, and that you're understanding that deserves reward now, it's going to be reflected back to you, okay? So the more selfish that you are in balance is going to allow you to see and respect others that are also doing the same, and possibly reach some type of collaborative space and energy. Because either way, I'm picking up quantum entanglement. The fields are all interconnecting now. And this is where we're going to step into the 5D with the quantum entanglement. We'll hold that thought. So, and if we look as well, we also have some type of progression taking place from the 2 of the High Priestess to the 3 of the Empress. So really combining these energies. So even your divine feminine energies, the shadows and lights of those energies, and the divine masculine energies are combining their shadows and lights to ultimately combine with the dark divine feminine, the dark divine masculine energies into one. And you really have found a way, which will be specific to you, okay? Remember, take it, leave it if it doesn't resonate, which will be specific to you, okay? Some type of binding that took place is being released. Some type of negative perception that took place is being released. Yeah, you overcame some type of negative devilish energy. Okay, and you've integrated that energy now, and it's supporting you as well. So you're supported by both the light and the dark. I'm picking up as above, so below. Okay, mentally, yeah, you took the trash out. That's what's coming up. You've taken the trash out. Mentally, reconsider the details of serving, right? So you're getting into this space of understanding serving yourself is also simultaneously serving others, and the best way for you to move forward will be to balance both of those key contributing factors. Okay, and physically, now is not the time to do what you must do, and do it a little at a time, right? So you're really going all in as you know the truth with this receptivity that you've gained, with the truths that you now know. Okay, you're not giving up on yourself. You're not backing down from any of your beliefs. Okay, you are defending them. Okay, you're defending your right to speak. You're defending your right to be passionate. You're defending your right to love how you want to love. Okay, spiritually, there will not be methods for the healing power of service to others. Okay, so, and what I'm picking up with that too is that you're realizing that everyone's path to healing is different, and also the way that you are going to bring healing may be revolutionary, in the sense that it's something that you've not done in your family line. Maybe you are the ancestor now as well, as what I'm picking up, but something new is going to be taking place through you. You are meant to be bringing in this new wave and perception of healing. Okay, and or you are exiting this loop of constantly healing and understanding that you are healed, right? Because we did have that Ace of Swords imagery in the 3 of Swords when we reach this power of abundance. Okay, and mentally, anxiety about the analyzing of what is good for us, right? So you're releasing these needs to be stuck in some mental anxiety, which may have been that mental stress that I talked about when we had the Lord of Sorrow, which was the Three of Swords, or some collaborative effort to project that energy onto you to keep you stuck and out of this Queen of Wands energy that's coming up for you in the near future. So you're being guided to take action, stay full in, right? And so confirmation, as I look over at the other cards presenting themselves in the karmic or karma tarot deck, karma cards tarot deck or oracle deck, we have Capricorn, right? This horned energy, which Capricorn does represent the devil energy. So a high dimensional, high vibrational Capricorn is very healthy. And lower dimensional and lower vibrational is very unhealthy and attempting to control everything. But essentially it's saying your goals, right? You're so driven, be driven towards your goals. And this is the truth. You're being driven, guided, and divinely inspired towards your goals and to keep going with them, okay? That's the overall message, all right? So something about your work, the way that you serve others, right? The way that you view yourself and the purity that you are holistically as a whole is changing, and it has changed from this previous and past negative aspect of anxiety, trouble, and being worried or being in a vibration of lack and fear. You are mentally attuning yourself now, energy-wise, spiritually-wise, vibrationally, into this abundance mindset, into this limitless mindset, into this all-power, almighty, whole, complete, balanced perspective, okay? Nice, so this is good. You're essentially your goals are going to be achieved, and the methodologies that you use to get them there are going to be up to you. No judgment, no second guessing, no worrying about the anxiety. You're just moving forward into what is divinely guided and aligned for you, okay? With balance, okay? The key factor here is balance. I just kept picking that up a lot. So being in balance. Now, balance for you may be balance for not balance for someone else. Remember, take it as it resonates, okay? Because chaos for the fly is not chaos for the spider, okay? What is calm for the spider is chaos to the fly, and you are simultaneously both aspects of those species and individuals or those energies, right? So find where it works for you. Some individuals may need to get up and work every day to keep going. Other individuals may need to work a bit by bit, but extremely passionately and be all in for every single thing that they share, right? So find the balance that works for you. You want to eat fish all the time and become a pescatarian? Beautiful. Someone in the tribe may be a pescatarian. Other individuals may need different forms of protein and meats, and some may not like meat at all. So find the balance that works for you. And in honoring your truth, you give space for others to honor their truth and see themselves nakedly, okay? Or authentically and vulnerably, and feel safe in doing so, okay? Creating that space. All right. And also, we're at 32 minutes, so... we're going to move over to the Ancestor deck. I'm hoping that, well, I know that that message has been received by those that need it, okay? From the subconscious to the conscious. You're making the leap forward energetically, mentally. And if it didn't resonate, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and share it to someone that you know may need this message or that would understand this language to further decipher for you, okay? If you want to book a session, I am available as well, very selective. Not everyone will be selected. As my focus is more sharing to the collective, and if you work in any form of spirituality or service, you understand the ways of energy exchange. So, we're moving on to the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. And for these, I'll read from the actual booklet, all right? I definitely intuit these, but I want to read the specific message from the booklet, and that's how we'll go ahead and get this message through today. All right, as we did a heavy intuiting on the practical aspects, let's get direct clarity from the spirits and ancestors that will relate to you. Just going through the deck to get everyone on the same page. All right, I'm also picking that up. You may be a type A personality I'm picking up for some reason, really needing to have a methodology and structure, okay? That may be something your spirit guides are letting you know as well. So let us see. Again, as soon as I split the deck, power. Okay, you're definitely stepping into your power, some sacred power, some divine authority, some sacred insight. Okay, and then also message. Okay, so some powerful message coming through. This can be the message, this can be the confirmation, and or you're going to be receiving some powerful message through nature. I'm also picking up, okay, and power. But let me go ahead and get a specific card for you. Let's see. Okay, so we had home. Okay, so again, something around the home, maybe a concern around the home. All right, but something going on around the home. Wow, okay, well, we'll go with this one, and we got soulmate. All right, further exemplifying and connecting to the rest of the message that I've given so far, where you're really balancing this as above, so below, dark and light, inverted. You're really balancing and harmonizing into this new self, this new frequency of self, this new understanding of self, all right? And or connecting to your soulmate. So there may be a powerful message that you're getting out to your soul tribe, to whatever community you connect with, but there's something really coming into balance for you after you have let go of this negative belief, this negative perception or concept that was being projected to you, okay? And then number 49 may be significant. So those may be days of the week, months. These can even be the dates of a future partner and your date, their date, things like this. Connect it how you will. You'll be divinely inspired on how to do this. Now, 4 and 9, 13. So that's breaking down into a 13, breaking down into a 4. So yeah, a new foundation is being built between, I'm really picking up for some of the collective, depending on where you are in the timelines and frequencies of consciousness. Some of you are really connecting with your higher and lower selves. You're really connecting with all aspects of yourself. And this is bringing such a harmony, a powerful message for you, okay, of this self-love energy. Others of you, you are connecting to a twin flame, a different type of soulmate, an external source that really will be your soulmate. And this doesn't all have to be romantic. I am picking up romantic energy, but this definitely could be an individual that is meant to be on your journey with you or during this lifetime, okay? So we'll pick up soulmate. So a significant partnership, soul connection, and the meeting of kindred spirits. Drawing these cards means you have met a soulmate or have met a soul-connected relationship. While this can indicate a romantic connection, it can also signify any relationship meant to work together on a soul level. This partnership is special. Learn from each other, be good to each other, and be in gratitude for the connection. Even our perceived adversities or adversaries are profound soulmate connections. You can always draw another card for clarity around the purpose of your connection. Meditate on this symbol when you want to connect on a deeper soul level with friends, family, or companions. Okay, can also be used to call in a soulmate relationship. Anam Kara. Okay, Anam Kara or Anam Kara is an old Gaelic term for soul friend. Okay, possibly connecting with some of my soul tribe as well. All right, so this is a beautiful card to be getting from your ancestors. All right, and you're learning from, in the statement that I just read from the card, what I'm picking up, you're learning from adversaries that are external to you, but also the adversary of your own self-criticism, your own projected perfectionism, right? You're letting that voice within your head that has been projected to you over years be released. And you're making peace with that and learning the lessons that came with that, okay? And thanking that part of your soul for that soul lesson, okay? For someone in the collective, that's significant. Now, be there. So that may be significant for someone. Be there. Michael Jackson may be significant. The name Michael, the name Jackson, okay? Let me go ahead and put these back. Okay. So we're going to move forward into the 5D. And I believe we mentioned the quantum entanglement. So I'm going to use this gateway of light activation oracle deck. Something significant about that, the gateway of light activation. Let's tap into it. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so the first card at the bottom of the deck is Solar Light Upgrade. So something about glades. Bell glade, I'm also picking up. So something about bell. You may be clearing out frequencies, or you may be guided to work with sound energy and frequency vibrations. Okay, I'm also picking up 440 hertz, I believe. as well. Something maybe significant about that, around music. I believe also that I posted that recently, in the shorts. For instant confirmation, if you go back there and check. Now, we have the Chamber of the Violet Flame. Okay, karmic release, radical transformation. Like, this is the energy that I'm picking up. You are going through a radical transformation. Radical. You see this? You're going through some type of radical transformation. This internal fire, this eternal flame that has been lit inside of you, this inner knowing, this all-knowing, and similar to the High Priestess card that had these halls and these walls, okay, open, to be receptive. You've gained access into this interdimensional, intergalactic, transformational information of yourself, of your DNA, of your data. I'm just picking so much energy up from this card. My goodness. And it's just, so picture what I'm seeing, and with the lotus here being, I'm also seeing a lotus as well. Look up the spiritual representation and meaning of a lotus. I mean, it's just, this is the energy. This is the interdimensional conscious awareness card, okay? So I want to read directly from the book to get more clarity on this. I'm not even going to shuffle on this one. Yeah, heart source. You have connected to, you've gone through some type of heart initiation that has led you into connecting with this chamber of violet flame energy. I just want to leave this here so you can get a good look at it. Okay. So, Chamber of the Violet Flame. Let's get a specific message, because we said since the primary portion of the reading was very intuitive, we're going to get the definitive meanings from these cards. So much more that I'm picking up from here. Okay, and if you look, I'm seeing the imagery of, you may not be able, unless you have the spiritual sight in this moment, but I'm seeing the energy of a Victorian princess, a queen, a goddess, okay? I'm picking up very goddess energy, but again, not in gender relation. This is simply the embodiment of such a divine energy that is really being receptive to you. You have been granted this flame to hold. You are the ancestor now. You are the bridge now, okay? So let's go ahead and get the specific meaning. Karmic release, radical transformation. The violet flame is a spiritual retreat space that holds a powerful energy of transformation and transmutation. It can be visited in meditation, invoked through prayer and affirmation. Spiritually, it is seen within a chamber, often as a giant roaring flame, and sometimes with silver and gold shining through white violet. Okay, so you've cut through some violence of karmic energy. You've cut through some violence within yourself. Okay, you've moved forward. When we connect with the violet flame, we are being given the opportunity to detach from lower vibrational experiences and turn darkness into light, right? You are transmuting the duality of dark and light. You are transmuting this attachment to a negative timeline. You are detaching and diluting this frequency of lack, okay? Ultimately, this is the gateway of alchemy. Alchemy is the art of turning lead into gold. And so, from an energetic perspective, the violet flame is where we place all that is laden and heavy in our life and turn it into a golden opportunity, right? And we're being guided on how to connect to this as well. So visualize a fiery violet light streaming down from the heavens and washing over your entire life. Set the intention that you are willing to transmute all fear and experience light once more. Your message. When you receive this card, know that the violet flame of transformation has been brought to you by your angels and guides. They're encouraging you to see that you are in a space of radical transformation. Transformation can be overwhelming, but know the hand of the divine is leading the way. All past trauma is now being cleared from your energy. Stay focused on releasing all of the energies that are no longer serving you. The violet flame is here to transmute fear into love. If any fear is rising up inside you now, know that it is simply a call for love. Call in the strongest form of love you know and allow those in your inner circle to support you through this transformational time. You're an alchemist with the capacity to take all of the latent aspects of your life and turn them into golden opportunities, okay? You can align your life with the divine plan now and live in a more purposeful way. We'll digress through the entire reading, and this is the interdimensional message of conscious awareness that you are getting. Tap into this violet flame energy. Okay, so tribe, that is going to be the reading for now. I will be creating a few more posts as well for today. I'm feeling very guided to do so. But if this reading was for you, we're definitely going to title this Tapping into the Violet Flame, okay? And that's going to be an instant indicator for everyone else so they can check out and have a moment to witness the video and see as well. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Check the link in the bio. Check out the shorts, okay? Check out my ebook, The Perception Project. I did release it. Would love for you all to go ahead and enjoy that and get those hidden gems in there as well. Either way, tribe, I hope this reading message all resonated for you, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.